Michigan and Sharon Moore have landed one of the top running back prospects in the 2026 class. We'll talk about Savio Hiter right after this. If you like what we are doing here at Campus of Canton, please consider hitting the like and subscribe button as we continue to try and push the good word of college fantasy football around the nation. And to do so, we need your help. We are trying to get to 5,000 subs by the end of the college football season. Let's see if you guys can help us get there. Savio Hiter, one of the best running backs here in the 2026 class, has committed to the Michigan Wolverines. We have him at 5'11", 200 pounds. I will show you guys our athleticism comparison here of him at the Campus of Canton website, which you can find there in the Prospect Athleticism Tools. Come join the website, $2.99 to get your feet in the door. Very, very interesting athletic comps here, and obviously a very, very good star rating. A star index of 0.913, one of the best in this class. We have him down there, if you look, at 21.4 miles per hour. Some very interesting athletic comps on there as well. Played for Louisa High School in Mississippi, I believe. Virginia. Louisa County in Virginia. Now, he has a negative 9.5 strength of schedule rating, which is not great. Typically, average in the nation is right at about 15, so he's well under that. And they are the 80th ranked team in Virginia. But I like this landing spot for him just as the pure runner that he is. When you look at the player that Hiter is, I think he's going to fit very well in this Michigan program. He has very, very quick feet, really good lateral agility, specifically behind the line of scrimmage, really knows how to attack holes with burst. And once he gets to the outside, he hits massive gains. He can break through arm tackles, and he isn't afraid to challenge defenders at that size. As I mentioned, great burst and long speed, impressive jump cuts, really good start-stop ability, is very, very impressive in the open field and attacking angles and finding the right lanes to really kind of make big plays and long runs. Really, my big issue with him is he may be a little bit too patient at times behind the line of scrimmage. And honestly, we have not seen a lot of receiving work out of him. Doesn't mean he can't do it. And there are reports by both Rivals and 24/7 Sports that he has shown very good receiving ability. We obviously don't get a chance to look at those camps, so we have to take their word for it, but there's not a lot there that we've been able to watch to show that he has that receiving ability. I do always like to note this. As a junior, he played in the Under Armour game, which is a big deal for a junior to get invited to that. And again, he's going to a Michigan team that he should fit in very well with what Sharon Moore does and be an absolute stud. Obviously, I have Justice Haynes here right now this year. Maybe he comes back for his senior season. I think he's going to absolutely dominate at the running back position in college football. And last year we saw Sharon Moore in early and neutral game script situations run the ball 70.3% of the time. Well, that was also because they didn't really have a quarterback, right? They were playing backup quarterbacks. And again, if you just look at what Hiter can do here from an athletic perspective, he is likely going to dominate. Once he gets through that line, he is going to absolutely be a stud, and he should be able to do that behind a very good Michigan line. We will see a little bit of that from Justice Haynes this year, who I think is also very good with his lateral agility and vision and patience behind the line. If Haynes does come back, Hiter will probably go in there. I think we'll still see some run out of him. We've seen that right over the past couple of years, that they're not afraid to use multiple running backs. Obviously, they were there with Sharon Moore was the offensive coordinator. I believe it was Blake Corum and Donovan Edwards, and they still obviously had a very good offense. A little bit of a better quarterback situation that year with J.J. McCarthy, right? But even then, they ran the ball 62% of the time in early neutral game skip situations. We, as a fantasy company, want our players to score fantasy points. In that year, the running back one averaged 17.9 points and then 19.8 points. So Sharon Moore can get a lot out of his running backs, and I think Hiter is going to be able to do that. If Haynes comes back, Hiter maybe is the second guy in that committee for a year, but then dominates for 2 years. Look, if you guys are watching the video, you guys can see I've got an Ohio State jersey behind me. I am a Buckeyes fan, but I think it's a home run get for the Michigan Wolverines. They beat out Ohio State to get Hiter. I think it's a great spot for him, as again, Moore is going to continue to build out this offensive line. He's going to have an incredible quarterback. You could argue possibly one of the best quarterbacks in the country over the next couple years, and Bryce Underwood back there as well. And then they add a dynamic running back like Savio Hiter there. I mean, Michigan's on the rise. We'll see if they can get back to the playoffs here in 2025 and then what they're able to do in 2026. But I think it's a great get for the Wolverines and landing arguably the best back in the class. There's some who have him as the best. I have him as currently my running back 2 in the class, but overall, he is a top 3 running back for all the services. Right now, Rivals has him at running back 1 and the 12th player in the class. 24/7 Sports has him as running back 1, the 17th player in the class. ESPN has him at running back 2, 24th player in the class. I have him as my running back 2 and the 10th player in this class. Absolutely love this kid. Again, Wolverines knocked it out of the park. But what do you guys think about Savio Hiter going to the Michigan Wolverines? Let me